Yo, 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 once again, we are back. This is We're Just the Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
And you know, it's Do Right Media Sundays, of course. So, of course, we cannot do this without my dog Drew Money on them boards.
How y'all fellas feeling?
We good,
Feeling
man.
good, feeling good,
This is a good week, man. It was a good weekend, too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, was it too hot?
Yeah, it was pretty
During the week, it started creeping up in the 90s. About
Yeah,
94, 95 one day.
It didn't really get too hot, though. Like,
One of those is 88 but feel like 93 type days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we got crazy humidity down here
that's
and
a
shit.
nasty ass humidity here, man. But other than that, man, y'all boys been good? Everything good with y'all?
You can't complain, man. Can't complain. Doing good. Hey, I got a question. I saw somebody charging their car earlier. You do electric cars still take gas or is it strictly electric?
Some of them.
Some of them are like you can do both.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the point in being electric if you still got to put gas in it?
I mean, because it's not really that much gas you got to put in it to begin with, though.
Yeah, I think it's more so if like it's only a charge. So when that charge kicks or the battery, it's not working anymore. The car still has to run, so it has to run off the gas.
But the charge, don't the
so it's
charge
kind of like a
hold?
reserve type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that's how it was for my homeboy. His pops had a Prius back in the day, and you're riding. That should just be electric. Then you can hear the engine just switch on, and that's when you know the gas is running.
But
Oh,
don't
they be
those
giving-
chargers hold like a long time though?
Mm-hmm. Depending on the vehicle, and you know what I'm saying, like some of them can beat up to like 120 hours. It's different depending on the vehicle.
They go off hours or miles?
I think it's miles actually. I think it is miles. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Oh, okay.
Hey, do you gotta pay like? Cause I see like they got the little stations at Target, like the Target on Rivers, like they got the little electric charge stations. Do you gotta pay for them shit or them shit free? Like, 'cause them shit all over the place.
I think those shit free. They be giving them a little bit too much credit, to be honest with you.
They get good parking spots and all
Yeah.
based off them shit. Like,
Hell yeah. Like, damn,
like,
bro.
God
Like,
damn, like,
niggas get good parking because they got electric car. Like,
damn, favoritism is like a motherfucker, dog. Put them shit in the back of the parking lot, man.
Woo.
But shout out to the,
Yeah,
electric
I
car.
just saw somebody doing that shit. I didn't know if that was based off of that or, you had to have a particular thing. So,
Yeah, man. So what's going on in these streets, man? What's good, man?
how y'all feel about boycotting King Street?
Uh,
I've seen that floating on the T. I think you had showed me. Well, I saw it on your story or you sent it
yeah,
to me.
I
one of
shared
the
it,
two.
and me and Drew talked about it before we even started recording. I feel like to an extent boycott it, but it is like, all right, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's different from seeing me say that. Y'all know what I mean when I say boycott King Street. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's black-owned businesses on King Street, but y'all know the area in particular that I'm talking about when I say boycott King Street. So if anybody saw me share that and it was some confusion on that, I think that should already go without saying. Of course, I'm not saying to boycott black-owned businesses on King Street. I know people personally who own shit on King Street. Shit, we recording right now in a black-owned business on King Street. So it's like, that would go without saying. What I will say is a lot of the businesses on the upper side of King Street deserve to be boycotted. They don't deserve black dollars, like, at all, in my opinion. If you don't agree with that, I mean, that's on you. You should have to do your own research, especially like everything that's been going on around here. So it's whole threads on businesses that's been showing their colors and shit like that, and it's been like that for a while. So, and to me, boycott the businesses that don't deserve black dollars, but support fully the black-owned businesses.
Yeah,
I feel
today
that's-
some of the black businesses that's on there. You have Rodney Scott, you got Mecca, Mr. CBD, you got Exquisite Enterprise, Mr. Ernie Contractor, The Chronicle, Fresh Cut Barbershop. You have two hair salons, but I'm not too sure the names. Andrea Roda Insurance Agency, Hollywood's Boxing Club, and Dash, two businesses, food truck, and of course the daycare.
You got black-owned liquor stores over here. You got black-owned corner stores over here, up like going up towards King Street. I mean, I think that go without saying though. But
I
I
feel like this off the heels of the protests like we just had. Like, is this something? Because I feel like this
Yeah,
all
I mean,
every.
all right, so
I feel
after-
like every other year it's a boycott King Street thing. Yet it's never really put into action.
I mean, after the boycott, there was certain businesses that kind of showed they had CBD Social. They put black-owned business, a sign that said black-owned business on their window,
I did see
and it's
that.
a white dude that owns that shit. So it's like that's weird for one, and for two, like that's just totally disrespectful. Like he don't deserve no business from anybody of color. Halls they've been having shit come out about them. Oku, it's plenty of businesses. It's actually a thread that's been going around with all these businesses with people talking to people.
The
In
one that stood out to me was Halls because I know I've heard of like Oku and what's the other club that everybody be talking about?
Deco.
Deco. Halls was new to me. I never heard too much. Well, I don't really be downtown a lot as far as like the nightlife and shit like that, but I did hear those couple of. Mainly when I hear it be the clubs. It don't really be too many restaurants that I be hearing be like. I never heard nothing about Rare Bit. Republic was new to me. I never heard too much about Republic until that whole boycott Charleston thing. Like even with me saying it, it's like I felt like even with that going around, it should have been broken down better in the sense of, in particular, because who's to say like a black person out of town or somebody who don't know just be like, okay, yeah, we boycotting King Street. Okay, well, I'm not spending no money here. You get what I'm saying? Like,
No, I understand
it should have
that.
been broken down more or so. If you want to do that, then list the names of particular businesses on King Street that you want to boycott, not just blanket the whole street, because that's irresponsible, especially with like if you have a particular platform, like be like, oh, I'm not supposed to spend no money on King Street, so I'm not going. Somebody pull up at Rodney Scott's, you see what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
And they don't spend no money there because I'm supposed to boycott King Street. I just felt like it should have been broken down a little bit more. Not knocking nobody who choose to do it. If you want to do it, that's you. But for me, how I received it, it was okay. Like we not.
It should have been more
spending
detailed.
No money. Yeah, it should have been more detailed.
I get that. I get that. That's why I say like, especially if you have a larger following, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes a hell of a difference because
yeah, that makes
like
a huge difference.
Me and Drew was saying, like somebody in Greenville or Spartanburg, they might see that shit and like, all right, I'm not fucking with King Street. But if you follow me on Instagram, it's different. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If I say some shit like fuck King Street, y'all know the area in particular I'm talking about. 9 times out of 10, y'all was probably with me. So it's different. It's a big difference. So yeah, shit like that should be more detailed. I do agree.
I just think, it's it just needs to be cleaned up, basically, just like you're saying. I think also, with that being said, the people that, because I made a statement on something that I saw on Instagram, and when I tell you my DMs lit up of people just sending me different shit about this person, which I just don't even give a fuck, truly. Like I don't care enough because it don't stop shit over here. But for me, I look at it like, who the fuck even came up with this shit? Because it's goofy as fuck to me, truly. Like all the shit in the world, all this shit that happens in Charleston, and this is what we're talking about. My nigga, where's that energy at when these statues are still standing there here in Charleston? Like, where's that energy at?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Where's this
Statues,
energy?
plantations.
All this shit. So why are we sitting here worried about King Street when we got a bigger issue here? Why are y'all not? Where's that energy on Market Street when your aunties and your cousins still out there then weaving baskets over our dead ancestors? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's that energy at?
They don't even get to be on the inside. They on the outskirts.
I
of
would have
the,
thought Market Street would have been first too.
Like
for
where?
real.
Like honestly, truthfully, and the thing about it is, like, some of these niggas are out the city. So what are we talking about? Like, this shit is the most goofiest shit I have. Honestly,
Shit, it's so crazy they didn't even name Market Street. to be honest with you.
1,000%. But this is my thing. Y'all want to sit here and be a prophet and a false leader out here, man. Do that. But also leave that shit alone, bro. Like, put that energy towards something that actually is meaningful. King Street goes all the way up to North Charleston. And it all the way to King Street Extension. And if you really want to get into it, what was it, Purple Buffalo? Purple Buffalo, yes, it's ran by a white man named Dan. He's a cool-ass dude that actually gives people a chance in Charleston to get their music out. And a lot of y'all started there. Started your little companies and your radio broadcasting and all that other goofy shit. Y'all started most of that shit right there in Purple Buffalo. So please stop playing with King Street. Because King Street ain't do shit to y'all. And if y'all don't know nothing about the people on King Street or the businesses on King Street, yes, I get it. Certain people have turned y'all around. But if you're going to sit here and say boycott King Street because y'all ass can't get in the club, it's very irresponsible. You know what I'm saying? Like, use your platform for something bigger. Like, take those motherfucking statues down and leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the energy that I want to see. That's where I want to see boycotting these damn statues that look over Charleston that literally has torn our families apart. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are getting shipped to different plantations left and right from Charleston. So what are we really talking about? Like, that boycott Charleston shit really, I mean, King Street.
I mean, events are always held at certain spots on King Street.
100%.
I was just at an event last year at Ink and Ivy. Like, you know how many brunch parties they be having at fucking Ink and Ivy, bro?
Okay.
Like, all the time. So it was shocking to me, like, just to see it, because, like, where did this shit even come from? Like, is it because of, like, what's going on, or is this like a spirit of the moment type thing? Like, it was
makes
just
no sense.
Like, I've always heard whispers of certain establishments on King Street, like, okay, we not fucking with Deco, or we not fucking with Oku and shit like that. But just to label the whole street, it was just like, it was wild to me. It was just wild. I was just like, nah, I ain't really fucking with that. So, you know.
Yeah, that goofy shit was at an all-time high yesterday. Like, this, honestly, like, all this shit really feels like a Netflix series. Like, the whole 2020 has seriously felt like a Netflix series. Like, I'm doing this shit by each day is an episode. Like, yesterday, yesterday was season 6, episode 6, and nigga, that shit went down. Word.
What you calling this series, Drew?
Which one?
This Netflix series that you're living in right now.
Man, I don't even have a name for this shit. I'm just at the end of the season, you'll know. Like, I'll have a name by then. But I swear to y'all, bro.
I did see some new cases spiked up in the state too, like 151 new cases.
Yeah, man.
So, like, also too, man, people gotta be more smart with, you know, don't take it for granted that it's the summertime and, you know, things are opening back up, because this second wave gonna come crazy. So I did see that we had 150 new cases in the state in one weekend. That was the highest in like 6 weeks or something like that, or 5 full weeks or something like that. So yeah, you gotta be more responsible, man.
Yeah, that shit just very irresponsible, and there was no backing behind, you know, this whole movement of and like it just doesn't even make sense to me. Like, what does this have to do with anything that the world has going on King Street, y'all? What does that have to do with the police killing black folks? What that got to do with anything? Like, truly, what does it have to do with anything? It has nothing to do with it. These are personal problems that people are sitting here trying to push across the masses. You know what I'm saying?
Well, do y'all know any establishments on King Street that you know you wouldn't fuck with no more? Like, based off of like them being like racist or anything like that? Could y'all name any?
Yeah, I just named a couple. I wouldn't go to Oku no more. Definitely CBD Social. Matter of fact, all of the CBD stores besides the ones that I personally know the owners to, I wouldn't really fuck with. I'm not fucking with El Jefe. I never really fuck with them, but I'm not really fucking with them. I don't have a problem with not going to halls no more. I don't have a problem with going to Mint Lounge and all that shit that's off of King Street. Like, this. We can take it there. Like, it's not really.
Is the halls one because dog came out busting? Is that really why people?
Nah,
they've been like that.
They've been
because I've been there and I never experienced.
They've been had whispers around them and whatnot, but I mean, I guess now it's just out of head now. Like, honestly, like I wouldn't mind not eating there. Like,
oh, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me say this, y'all. All right, so with halls on Sundays, if you've ever walked past halls on a Sunday, or if you've ever been to halls on a Sunday, you know, in the morning time up until probably around maybe 1, 2 o'clock, they have a full black singing group, and I'm not lying about this name. They are called the Plantation Singers.
Wow, I never knew that.
That's what rubbed me the wrong way with halls. Yes, the food is great. Yes, you know, Tommy, Bill, they're cool guys, cool. But
that's crazy.
That rubbed me the wrong way. So that's when, you know, I just really haven't really fucked with halls, you know, after that shit. But that's the thing. If you don't fuck with somebody, just don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your personal choice. But let people make a decision for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I said.
So you're saying that's more on that band to go in there and perform based and be called under that name?
Well, that's what they want to be called. Clearly, I mean, they're singing. You know what I'm saying? Like old gospel songs and. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just the vibe that they want to give. They want to give that southern, I guess, hospitality for these white folks in this establishment. That's their personal
When you
choice.
call yourself plantation
Singers.
that's the vibe that you're giving. It's not southern.
1000%.
There's a difference between southern hospitality and slavery, my nigga. Like
I get that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as that's why I don't want to fuck with Halls, because they have shit like that going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go in there and hear.
I never even heard about that.
Yeah,
shit.
I don't want to hear.
I wouldn't fuck with Silver Dollar. Like I wouldn't
I
fuck
heard
with
about Silver Dollar. I heard about Silver Dollar.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's the thing. Like, people say all this shit, but then you walk past these establishments and you see a buku of black folks in that shit. Like, Silver Dollar lit on Thursdays, Fridays,
Is that
Saturdays.
geared towards more a white crowd, or is that this is a black club?
Man, if they play a lick of hip hop, you're catering to black folks. I don't care how the fuck you want to chop it. Yeah, they throw EDM in that shit. It's Charleston, y'all. Like, this ain't no damn LA, this ain't Atlanta, this is Charleston we're talking about here. Like, it's very diverse here. We know that shit. So the music that they're gonna play is gonna be diverse. But I get it. My thing is this: if y'all want to go hear, black music, black hip hop, all that shit, y'all know where to go. It's in the north and above. Y'all know that shit.
I've been saying this for like the past 3 years though. Like y'all know this. Like I've been saying that. So I mean, but at the end of the day, like you said, like the information's there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do my thing in sharing, the thread with the information on the stores. I'll put the information out, and y'all can just do what y'all want to do from there. But it's like
I got no more time for that shit. And I, big up to everybody who's reached out to me, because I just made one general statement and that shit went so fucking left.
Yeah, when you showed me that, I was like, that wasn't even.
Baby
it was
girl.
not even about that when you commented on that. Like nobody.
The
was
first
on
sentence
that.
out the gate was wilding, and I was just like, this made the shit personal off of nothing.
1000%.
So yeah, I mean, whatever that is,
Like that wasn't even like that, man. Like that's nothing we gotta do, man. Like it's a difference in having and having an opinion, about some general shit. Like all right, like if y'all feel some type of way about these businesses, on King Street or whatnot, that's cool. But if somebody come and be like, yo, maybe that's not really the right thing. Maybe y'all should specify what y'all talking about. Based off that, it should never go personal. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people put they put personal feelings when it comes to these type of things. When it's not about you, it's about it's bigger than you. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like if we talk, like you said, if we talking about real oppression and shit like that, we should be talking about the statues and these plantations still here. Now it's cool if you want to put the information out to educate people on where they could be potentially spending their money at, but a lot of times like shit like this like it's used for personal reasons. So yeah, niggas just gotta be more cautious and aware of what they putting their time and money into and energy. So
100%.
yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, but I just feel, again, it's plenty of businesses on King Street that, I mean, with or without your dollar, ma'am, they're gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's how you personally feel about King Street, if all this shit that's going on in the world and this is where you want to direct your energy, go right the fuck ahead. But that ain't gonna stop shit on King Street. I'm gonna let you know that shit right now. That is not stopping shit on King Street. But big up.
Yeah. Well, speaking of black-owned businesses, I want to shout out my dog Mari. He just opened up a Caribbean Mart in Goose Creek. Y'all go ahead and check it out. He did tell me he was gonna get at me when they started getting the patties in there, and I think he just put a tweet up yesterday. They got them going in there. So if y'all want to head up there, y'all can check them out. It's 119 North Goose Creek Boulevard, Suite B. So
Yeah, take that ride up to
Caribbean Mart.
Canada and support a black business. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I
We
went up
got
there.
we
Holla at
got
my dog.
Caribbean vibes in Canada now. That's way overdue.
Way overdue. So let me ask you, Mike, is he serving like hot food out there also, or is it just like grocery?
So I think he has based off the pictures that he posted, they do have like a stove like thing in there. I don't know if it's gonna be like as you order type thing. I'm
Yeah,
not.
he told
too
me
sure.
he don't got like food yet. It's just
Well,
like
yeah.
bread and patties, but you can get like groceries and
Yeah.
Jamaican seasonings and shit like
Yeah,
that.
and all
Like,
that
stuff.
Yeah, you can get all that out there, but
But I think the patties are more like I think by what's the word I'm looking for? Because like I said, he posted a picture yesterday of one in the oven. So I don't know if it's like I'm assuming as he grows,
Yeah,
he'll
he-
have that. But I
yeah,
don't
he
think it's
told
going to
me
be like a
yeah.
sit down in there eat type thing. I think you could just like come in there and be like, okay, I want one, and he'll go in there and fix it up for you type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely went and hollered at my dog, picked up some things.
I need him to get them oxtails and that jerk chicken. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but that got potential to be something because I know that's a popular thing around this area. So, you know, if he
And
could
there's
get
none of that shit up in Goose Creek.
no, it's not. He
Nah,
gonna, especially when he starts serving food, he gonna make a killing up there. So shout out to him, man.
Mhm.
For real.
But I will say that last week I spent literally probably about four days. I went to different black-owned businesses and just broke bread with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I'm gonna start making that more of a mission for me. Just like I went to Dave's. I ball out at Dave's. I got my whole staff food. And you know that's I know Dave's definitely appreciated that. When that lady saw me order all that damn food, she was like, "What are you trying to do for to me?" Because you know that's an old somebody's great grandmother working in the kitchen at Dave's, and you know she's still in there rolling, man. I mean I missed that like we were saying earlier, Mike. Mo, Dave used to be open till like 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying, like that every single day, bro, every single day. But they also do have a help wanted sign. So, you know, all y'all little activists and shit out here, let me see y'all in that kitchen helping these black businesses out. How about that? Just going to leave it like that.
Damn, niggas gotta hop in them kitchens, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, let's see it. I see that energy now.
I feel you. I feel you, dog.
Get in that kitchen.
Hey, what if it's too hot for them boy in there, though, man?
A bitch fry.
So how y'all felt about that Blackout Tuesday shit?
When is that? That's this week or that's July?
I said Blackout Tuesday.
Oh, I thought you. My bad. I'm thinking. I mean, what was that supposed to do though? Like, what was the?
I think it's trying to show unity, man. I think that's what I think. I think it was just trying to show unity, and I get it. Like it threw people the algorithm off, and by people using the hashtag Black Lives Matter, which they should have just been using Blackout Tuesday or shit any other hashtag other than that. But you know, people they don't follow rules. People and they don't read.
I don't think it's something that should have been unified. And when I say unified, I don't think it's something that the people who having a voice through all of this should have picked this day to be silent with businesses.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
Didn't voting start that day too? So why are we silent that day?
It didn't serve a purpose to me. I felt like it was very unorganized if they did want to do it. I felt like it gave businesses a pass to say, okay, we're going to shut up for a day, get these black people what they want, and, you know, do nothing about it. Especially like with, you know, us being vocal about everything that's going on. I don't feel like something that should have been aligned with businesses. That's my opinion on it. I saw a lot of billion-dollar, million-dollar corporations take advantage of this day, of course, and, you know, but my whole thing is what you going to do the next day. I'm to the point now, I'm past all the surface level shit when it comes to these businesses. What are you doing to help out the communities? Are you opening up these accounts, man? Get some money flowing. You see what I'm saying? I just saw Bank of America say they're gonna donate $1 billion towards social injustice and certain communities throughout the country. Michael Jordan is gonna donate over $100 million over the next 10 years. I saw Kanye West donate $2 million to I Want to Get the Families. Was it Ahmaud and Breonna?
Yeah, he set up a college fund for George Floyd's daughter. I think he gave them money too, and
I did know he set up a fund for his daughter,
for Ahmaud and for Breonna too.
Okay,
like it was $2 million, but it went towards those three families. Mm-hmm. But I know for a fact he set up like a college fund for George Floyd's daughter.
Yeah, but I just felt like the Blackout Tuesday thing was an opportunity for most companies I know who don't give a fuck to just be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna say something.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, because it doesn't take much to just, you know, take a picture of your hand, you know, blacked out, or something like that. You know, just put your phone like this, take
Yeah,
a picture.
Drew Brees did it.
It posts that shit. You know.
Hey,
We
y'all
gonna get to him. We gonna get to him, but I want to address this blackout shit first. So, you know, I just felt like if we was gonna do that, we should have picked our own day to not do that. You see what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
align ourselves with the businesses. I heard whispers of the music industry started it. That's cool. If the businesses wanted to take a day to do that, that's cool. But we shouldn't have had aligned ourselves with them in doing that. Me personally, I didn't choose to partake in it. I just felt like it was one of those, like, you know, things where, like, you know, okay, we're gonna boycott Gucci for like 3 months type shit, and you know, shit like that. That's how I took it. So, you know, it is what it is. I feel like next time you want to do something like that, you know, take your own day to just, or a week or a month or something like that, and you know, okay, we're not doing this. It's time to start hitting people where it really hurt.
Yeah, they're not gonna respect you until you're not spending money with them no more.
And me seeing that is not hitting them in their pockets doing it on the Tuesday,
No,
especially
it's
the
not.
music industry. If you're going to do that, do it on a Friday now. Media Tuesday is not what it used to be. Media Tuesday used to be everything released on a Tuesday, video games released on a Tuesday, music released on a Tuesday. It's Friday now. So if Apple Music wanted to do something like that, I was on Spinrilla on Tuesday, and they had the Black Lives Matter popping up over the graphic for the album covers and shit like that. Like, you know, that's all good and well, but, you know, do that shit on a Friday.
It's also hypocritical seeing like the music industry want to start some shit like this when historically they've done a lot of black artists dirty. There's even on, you know, upper management levels, CEO levels, it's not really that much representation of black people.
When it comes down to it, though, at the end of the day, for most of these companies, especially the $1 billion ones, it's all about opening them accounts.
Yeah, open them accounts.
Open them accounts up, man. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Fuck a statement. Don't give me no street sign. Don't give me no videos of no police hugging no
What are you doing
people.
to make shit right?
I don't want to see none of that shit because it's surface level shit, and we've been doing that. I've been seeing that consistently over the last 5-7 years now. Like, y'all always give me some surface level shit to be like, okay, yeah, we care about this. No disrespect to the Black Lives Matter street, but what else are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what else are you doing? Like, that surface level shit, I'm past it. That shit don't move me no more. Like, you know, we need to start seeing like real action. I saw, and I didn't know this was new information to me yesterday. Serena Williams' husband gave up his spot as the CEO of Reddit. He wants to see that ran by an African American person. Love to see that. That's what I'm talking about. If y'all want to do that, go to your offices, go to your CEOs, try to get some shit implemented, man. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see no more videos of cops hugging people
and doing line dances and shit like that.
I don't want to see none of that shit.
I'm cool on that. That ain't nothing but propaganda right there. Like, I don't really give a fuck about none of that.
Because these cops turning back around and shooting people with these rubber bullets and all type of shit and, you know, beating them down. I don't care nothing about none of that. I'm to the point now I got to see action.
The same rubber bullets that when y'all buy Supreme, when y'all buy Supreme and all that other shit, that bullshit, they fund all that shit. Carlyle Group owns Supreme. Carlyle Group makes those rubber bullets. They make those projectiles that are being shot at these people and shit like that. So, you know, y'all want to talk about, you know, y'all still standing with Supreme and all this other shit. Like, Supreme has made a lot of money putting Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all our black cultural figures on the immersion shit like that. And it take them 5 days to say some shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people so
I just felt like the blackout thing was just such
the blackout shit is so easy. Like, it's easy to do that. But what's next? What are y'all gonna do next to fix the bullshit that y'all been contributing to?
Bleacher Report
after all this is done. Because like Mike said, Bleacher Report, y'all have no problem but using our culture to movie clips and our TV shows and references. Y'all have no problem using none of this shit and y'all social media posts. But what are y'all gonna do after all of this shit? Like, what are y'all gonna do to give back? Mm-hmm. And so it's easy to take and use us for references and shit like that, but what are y'all going to do to make sure that we still alive to so y'all can still, you know, have shit to post?
Use this content. Yeah.
So what are y'all going? What's next?
The 9 times out of 10 to be a black person running their accounts. I'm assuming. I could be wrong.
And that black person's not being paid how you should be being paid.
I already know that.
So it's like, what are y'all going to do to fix this? And that's why I said with the whole music industry, like, starting this whole blackout shit is cap. It's cap. Like, what are y'all gonna do next? Are y'all gonna break down some of these structures that that abuse black women in your industry? Are y'all gonna use some of these? Are y'all gonna break down these structures that underpay black people and basically slave them out with these contracts? Are y'all gonna abolish 360 deals? What are y'all gonna do?
Speaking of that, what was that you shared on your story yesterday with the girl who was crying about her experience?
Jeremy Scott. Jeremy Scott is fucking out of here, bro. You fucking basically used this girl image, used this girl hard work, made
You know
this
her
girl.
name?
Let me pull it up right now. I don't even want to refer to her as this girl because she has a name. You right. This shit is. Her name is Emilian Hamilton. If I got that wrong, please inbox me and correct me. But she basically was sharing the story of how she was young, trying to work for Jeremy Scott as a model and shit like that during one of his Adidas campaigns. And the post on my Instagram, if you want to, do some more due diligence on it. But long story short, he basically like used her and told her straight up, like, unless you got lawyer representation, like, it's really nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Had her, modeling in his clothes all over the world. Like, this is Adidas we talking about now.
So
like,
she wasn't getting paid, or
she
was she
didn't
taking
get-
her likeness or something like that?
yeah, all of that, all of that,
Oh, okay.
all of that. And it just happened that the only person that didn't get paid is a black woman on your campaign. Everybody else got paid, but when it came down to her paperwork, you had it so confusing that she didn't really know she was signing. Now you got to think a lot of these models when they first coming in. I'm not saying this it's like a blanket statement for a lot of people. They just trying to get on, so you don't really know, especially if you don't have proper representation. Like you're trying to eat, so it's like it's easy to get taken advantage of, and that's exactly what happened to her. So and when she reached out to this man personally, he basically played her. It was like, yo, I can't even talk to you if you're not even, trying to come at me with no lawyers and nothing like that. But this is the same dude who is going on now. He's creative director for Moschino. Like this man is going on off basically off of cultural support. You know what I'm saying? ASAP Rocky was heavy in Jeremy Scott when he first came out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, this shit's disgusting, man. It's another drop in the bucket of this shit.
Like I said, all these companies, man, like who thrive off of black people, buying their shit or pushing their shit. Speaking of, I just saw the one yesterday with NutriBoost. If that name is correct, the CEO of them, like he had that clip of talking about all lives matter, and I was interested to see because that's all. Only women I see pushing NutriBoost be black women.
Black women.
So I asked a couple, and some of them didn't sell, some of them didn't. A few of them did, and a lot of them just felt like it was ignorant or shit like that. I did see in the comments that I'm assuming some black women were in the comments saying that. I'm just saying assuming because I don't know who are behind these accounts, but I'm just assuming that they was like they're not messing with it no more. They can get something else. I do know there's a black-owned one that's similar to it. It's called Tavat, Tavat. You can check that out. Google that. Check that out. I think they do the same thing. So if you want to switch over from that to doing, Tavat, that is a black-owned company, so you can do that. But I'm just not with the apologies, man. I'm so sick of the apologies, man. I've been hearing apologies since I've been a kid, man, when it comes to shit like this. Like, these people come out, they make these comments, and they see the backlash and they want to apologize. They're not ignorant. They're not misinformed. They know exactly what the fuck they saying when they say this shit. It's only when they get backlash that they want to apologize. So,
It's either backlash.
I'm interested to see if this company is still going to thrive off the heels of black women going forward.
You got people that want to issue these weak ass apologies after backlash of saying something dumb, and you got people who's just been skating on along after they done said some fuck shit, and when somebody go go deep dive on them and pull up their past. Now you want to apologize because you got caught. You wasn't going to apologize if you didn't get caught. You wasn't even going to acknowledge if you didn't get caught. So save all of that shit. For real, just save all of it. It's fake. Because had you never got caught saying that shit, you wasn't going to acknowledge the fact that you said some racial shit back in the day that you probably still hold true. It's just you making some money off people now, so you can't say how you really feel. You can't, nah. So save all of that shit.
Trina, the baddest coon, she got to get up out of here. That's another one. Say some wild shit and then you want to apologize. No. Can't fuck with that.
Facts.
Big time out of pocket.
And if you listen to that whole shit, like, you can hear Trick Daddy, like, yo, like, if you listen to it, like, he's like, yo, like, he trying to, like, talk her out of this shit, like, yo.
Because she making it about her. And
you know what you saying? Like, nigga, like, you know what you saying?
Took that shit very personal, like, talking because her friend business got looted and all kind of shit. And it's like, bro, like, your friend got insurance for one.
Your friend,
Number two,
it's bigger
she don't
than
got
that.
money like me. Okay, well, she don't got money like you, then open up your pockets.
Yeah,
then.
open up your pockets and help
funnel
her.
some bread towards her. For you to get on the radio and do this rant and just shit on black people about looting and all this shit. Then the biggest one, I know her apology is full of shit because she even stated how, so when Trick was like, so when you get pulled over by the cops, you don't be feeling the type of way. She was like, no, because I got my license and registration. Like, I'm good. So, Trina, next time you get pulled over and you experience the type of racism from a cop, I don't want to hear you crying about, I have my license and registration. Because you're supposed to be good from here on out.
Plenty of people had their license and registration, did not make it home. I'm pretty sure Sandra Bland,
exactly,
had
a black
her
woman.
license and registration before she died from being taken out of her vehicle. So, I don't think Trina going to be able to come back from
Sean
that.
Bell had his license and registration too. He's supposed to get married the next day. You see what I'm saying? Like,
he was supposed to see his daughter graduate this year. So I can't really support nobody who say stupid shit like that.
I'm still waiting to see Kaya's gag order on that.
Yeah, because niggas waiting on that like Ether.
Yeah, if it's on the T, I must have missed it, but I'm definitely waiting to see that. But, hey, man, it's unfortunate, man.
It's very unfortunate.
I don't know what Karen Civil got going on with that shirt. Like,
but the crazy thing is, like, Karen Civil just had a tweet where this is when everybody was dogging Virgil. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I saw
an off-white mask too.
Yeah, it's like I saw a certain one of my favorite designers not keeping it all the way real. So I'm just going to not support him for a while. Next day you got an off-white.
It's a contradiction, man. Like people, these niggas,
and you're wearing this cracker on your shirt. Like, that's not a fashion statement. Like, what's wrong with? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with these niggas, man?
Don't ever wear the killer. If I get killed by a cop, don't put that man on no shirt.
Put me on the shirt. And I don't even put me on the fucking shirt. Do not give that motherfucker no fucking laugh. Yeah. What's wrong with y'all niggas, man?
These are the people though. So
is these the people that y'all be looking up to, like on these social media rankings and shit like that? Like, is this what it's come down to?
Should be wild, man. That's all I can say on that. This should be wild. But yeah, like to see Trina just go full fledged like that shit was just wild. Just like, hey man, you gotta go.
Like this shit is a matrix right now. Then you got, I just went on Doja Cat page the other day, and like now all of a sudden you going so hard for black people and all this other shit.
That's why she donated some bread.
I
ain't forget about that shit.
Yeah, we ain't forget about that shit. Open that person some more though, but we ain't forgot about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing like. Now all of a sudden that PR team is they've taken that Instagram
Very
over.
forgiving, man. Very forgiving as a people, man.
Yeah, like I just don't understand it, man. Like this forgiving shit is gonna be the death of us, and it has been the death of us for a while. So
somebody asked me this: you feel like NFL Players Association owed Colin Kaepernick an apology?
The whole NFL owed NFL this man an apology. Y'all niggas want to post videos and shit about the same shit this man was fighting for. All that shit cap. NFL cap. Because there's no way in hell now all of a sudden you niggas condemn racism. Y'all don't get down with racism and all this other shit. But there's been plenty stories of racism within the league. Like, condemn that first. Sweep y'all own porch before y'all try to come out on some nationwide. We don't ride for this type of shit, because clearly you do. You still got racist quarterbacks in your league. Like, get them out the league first. Like, I don't believe none of that shit that they talking about at all.
Yeah.
Martellus Bennett had a thread where he was just breaking down that whole shit. Very good thread, by the way.
Shout out Martellus Bennett and his brother.
He's always been on that type shit, so you know that was a good thread to see. But yeah, man. Me personally, I feel like they do, but it has to come in the form of a job. And me personally, don't feel like he's ever gonna get a job again. So I think at this point the apology is past due, and it wouldn't mean anything, even from the Players Association. I see they got the little commercial floating now, like "What if I was George Floyd" and all this other shit, and the niggas who was on there just cooning less than 3 days ago.
Exactly.
So,
now
y'all
all
niggas
of a
don't
sudden,
feel like that.
Now y'all don't really
so
feel
I'm
like
not buying
that.
that. They
Why
had
didn't
Odell
y'all drop?
on
Why
there.
didn't y'all drop that chain video for Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah, could have been this.
Y'all could have been did something like that. Now y'all want to do this shit now because Roger got y'all on the phone and told y'all to do it. Y'all boy can eat a dick, man. Honestly, on some real shit. NFL cap as hell, bro.
1,000%.
NFL is cap as hell. NFL is cap. Jay Fromm should not be allowed to have a career in the NFL. Josh Allen should not be allowed to, any player that's had some racial shit, they should not be able to have a job in the NFL. Then
Get 'em out the
if that's y'all stance, then y'all need to cleanse y'all league. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you right.
So
100%.
until they do that, I don't believe none of that shit that they talking
if
about.
y'all was able to force Jay Richardson to sell, I'm pretty sure you could get a backup quarterback.
Exactly. That shit is not hard.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear none of that shit that they got to say. None of that shit means nothing. It's not valid.
It should be like that, man. It shit wild. And Jay Richardson been in the league since '95. It wasn't until 2017 that he was finally up out of there. So, you know,
Just
you getting these owners.
Imagine how he been getting off this whole time, bro.
Yeah, about 18 years.
That's
18
crazy.
Years, about 18 years. So, I mean, you figure, you know, you able to get an owner up out of here. I'm pretty sure you get some of these players up out of here. Vic Fangio, I'm not buying this. That's the shit that kills me. And you want to go on Drew Brees first, or you want me to go first?
You got it, bro.
So I'm gonna clock in on both Vic Fangio and Drew Brees. So just to start this whole shit off, Drew Brees has a history of this. 2016, he said the same thing about the national anthem. He doesn't agree with it. People's like, well, he did take a knee with some of his players, and whatever photo that was, I don't know what season it was. Care less. He did it to save face.
Yeah.
I'm to the point now with this shit, man. Y'all gotta start taking people for what they are, man. When they tell you and show you over and over again who they are, take it for what it is. It's nothing more, nothing less. It's exactly where it's at and exactly where it's supposed to be. Drew Brees is a racist. Point blank, period. He's a racist. And his statements utter those of a racist because he started out the comment with I. Everything is I. When you come out the gates and you say I, you already showing that you don't care about another group of people who's getting oppressed. You don't care. You only care about you, your grandfather, what they stood for, who they fought for. Everything is I when it comes to Drew Brees. He said it 4 years ago. Here we are, 2020. He's saying the same thing.
Shit.
It's over and over and over and over again. If you don't, and a lot of people throw the word racist around and don't know what it means. Look up the definition of a racist and racism, and then go listen to Drew Brees' comments, and then that'll tell you what a racist is. People think it is just people take it for like the mean aspect of it.
Right.
It's more to it than just being mean towards another group of people. It's more than that. He believes in a certain structure.
Yeah.
Drew Brees believes in a certain structure, and that structure is white people are first, because his comments utter that of that. Has he done work in the communities in New Orleans? Yes, true indeed. But the reason why I'm not buying the shit of him not knowing better, him being ignorant, he's not ignorant, he's far from being dumb, is because you've been in New Orleans since 2006, my guy. You know what time it is, but you do not care. You don't care. I'm to the point now. I'm not about to be sitting up here educating middle-aged white men on what the fuck is going on. I have Trevor Lawrence. I have Joe Burrow, who are 20 years old. Both know what's going on towards black people in this country. Drew Brees is 42. He's damn near old enough to be their daddy. Mm-hmm. So you telling me that this middle-aged white man don't know what the fuck is going on? No, he just don't care. He don't care. It's okay to call it what it is, and what he is a flat out fucking racist. That's what Drew Brees is. So all this apologizing and all this shit, if you want to continue
Save
to
it.
play football with this man, cool.
Save it.
Cool. If you want to play football, you want to catch touchdowns from this man, cool. But all this forgiving shit has to stop, man. You had DeMario Davis, and this is a shit. It's a continuous cycle. DeMario Davis gets on CNN, he gets on Get Up, and he basically capes for this man. Oh, I know Drew. Drew's this. Drew's that. Stop, man. That man don't give a fuck about you or your people. He's doing this shit to save face, because when the same energy that he had 4 years ago is the same energy that he gave y'all when he came out and said it. I put out a tweet that said his apology is going to be such and such. And true indeed, that's what his apology was. Oh, it's on me to fix this.
On
and,
the head,
you
too.
know, with the, you know, it's on me to get with my teammates and with the community to tackle this issue and da-da-da-da, throwing a little Bible verse and all this other shit. And then, you know, they back in good graces. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit has to stop, man. Ain't nobody saying you got to stop playing football with this man, but at the end of the day, you got to start holding these people accountable, dog. Real talk. Like, we passed some days of, you know, you put out a statement,
And
you
let's
know,
just go
and
away.
You just let that shit ride.
Nah.
Y'all mean to tell me y'all forgive Drew Brees less than 72 hours?
You
Vic
got-
Fangio, you 61 years old. Ain't no way you gonna tell me that you don't know that racism exists in the NFL. Inside or outside the NFL. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, because first of all, you just seen how these jobs are handed out. The NFL just implemented, I don't know if it's passed or not, that they're gonna start rewarding teams who hire minority coaches
With picks.
with picks.
That's crazy.
Like, that shit is weak in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? We shouldn't even be doing no shit like that. So for you to sit up there and say, oh, you don't like, stop, man. It's not you being misinformed. Y'all don't care. I respect the racists who just come out and say they're racist, bro. Straight up. Y'all be doing this shit to save face, and you know it's amazing to me, dog. Like, y'all just gotta start, us as a people especially, we gotta start taking people for what it is. Stop saving these white people, dog.
Word. Like, you got Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is a nigga that spends no time attacking fellow black players, going at their neck
For
over
dumb
over
shit.
over stupid shit, over nothing at
This
all.
man clocked in on Devontae Parker because he answered the ABC question.
Nothing. Over nothing. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a history of going at players over nothing, over being in your feelings over nothing, bro. Niggas know that you one of the nicest in the league. Nobody try to take that from you, but for some reason, you wake up with a chip on your shoulder and you go at nothing but black players next. You don't have the same energy for your quarterback who's a racist. All of a sudden, he don't know better. This nigga is at least 12 years older than you. What the fuck are you talking about?
This man gonna post a picture. He ain't even respect your fist bump. He gave you a high five. You got the fist bump. He got a high five. Like, Drew Brees,
That shit's embedded in him, bro.
Yeah, bro, that
like,
shit
what
is-
the
is
fuck
deep
you,
rooted
like, you,
in him.
You say he don't know no better, then you post photographic evidence of him not even respecting a black fist. Like,
Exactly.
you fucking dumb as hell. But you have no problem coming at a nigga who you misinterpreted a comment about your stats. You have no problem with trying to go at his neck and end him. You have no problem doing that. This is what I'm talking about. NFL niggas, y'all can eat a dick, bro. Y'all niggas are not about nothing, dog. At all. At all, bruh. Cameron Jordan, that's his name. That's his name. That play for the
defensive end. He said
you
something?
you tweeting that's my quarterback like you Terrell Owens. Nigga, you're a fucking hoe. You're a hoe, bruh. These niggas is hoes, bruh.
No, this
You got
shit here
Dak
is hilarious.
Prescott. You donating $1 million to the police. That's not going to get you. You're still not going to be the highest paid quarterback in the league, my nigga. Y'all be doing all this shucking and jiving, and y'all want to try to straddle the fence. We're not at that point no more, bro.
You gotta pick a side. Like we said
We're
last
not
week.
at that point. You niggas need to pick a side, and you niggas need to stay on that side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's just like even when we speaking on Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow, it's like with them being so young and them to even have that type of knowledge of what's going on.
They don't owe us that. They
You
ain't
see what
had
I'm
to do
saying?
that.
They ain't even had to do that shit, and it's like, that's why I can't get no passes for nobody older than them. Y'all not no fucking teenagers. Y'all not no kids. Y'all grown ass men. Y'all been in the league 10, 15 plus years. Veterans. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm definitely interested to see how this Drew Brees shit is gonna play out. I already know how it's gonna play out, but just a visual aspect. Just a visual aspect.
NFL full
it
of
all.
shit, man. Because you got Trevor Lawrence, not even that guy been drafted yet. You got Joe Burrow just drafted. You got Jake Fromm, who's a piece of shit, just been drafted, and it just show you the clear cut
sides.
dynamic. It show you the dynamic of this shit, man. Like NFL, like I said this before. NFL, y'all are full of shit, bruh. Until y'all sweep y'all own porch and cleanse y'all league, do not speak on this shit, dog. Because y'all making yourself look stupid for the past 4 years. Period.
Yeah. Drew Brees is out of control. Those apologies, honestly, like, I gave that shit 4 seconds. As soon as this nigga, he gave like 3 apologies, something like that. Like, but the one where
One that he did a
These
video. I
motherfuckers
watched the
want to say
video.
stupid shit, then they want to get in front of their phone looking dumb as hell with
Look
these
into
weak
my
ass
eyes.
apologies, bro. Like, look into my. No, I'm not looking into your eyes.
I got off that shit so
No,
quick.
I'm not looking into your eyes. I
That
don't
shit
know
was
what the fuck
cringeworthy.
that's about. I'm not looking into your eyes, bro. Nah, we not at that point, bro. You need to be held accountable for your dumb shit, bro. I don't want to hear no tone deaf ass apologies, bro, at all.
Yeah.
Boy,
Open
Mike-
up them pockets, man.
Mike, you hit that shit on the nail on the head after that shit. Before he even issued his apology,
Yeah.
you already knew
You
how
really
that
did.
shit was about to go.
He really did. He started speaking that Bible shit and all this other shit, bro. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear none of that, bro. Like, I don't know.
myself
I don't know
accountable.
about a lot of other black niggas, like black folks out here, but I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, especially when y'all try to throw this whole Bible shit at me. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, dog. Period. Do not try to slide that in your weak ass apologies, bro. If anything, that's
Coaches
just
be using that shit as a
Yeah.
crutch to avoid what the fuck is going on. Dabo Sweeney, he's another one. Same one. Get up there with the same Bible shit. Or you don't give a fuck about your black players. You benefit off your black players. You would not have a job if it wasn't for your black players. Yet you sit up here and every time they ask you about this shit, you want to use the Bible and Jesus as a crutch to avoid what the fuck is really going on, dog.
that's what they've been
Like,
doing
stop
for
doing that shit,
for
dog.
centuries, though. This is not new.
Just say what the fuck it is, dog. You obviously don't care because you don't agree. You said that also 4 years ago that you're not agreeing with these players. And another thing too, man, these players, if you really, I'm not the type of person to tell a player what they supposed to do, but another thing too, I'm putting on these
No,
college
we-
athletes too. Hold
No,
on,
you
hold on.
right.
I got it.
We
I got
at
it.
a time.
I got it.
We at that time, bro.
I'm
Like,
not with this shit. If you a high school player and you talking all this big shit about going to an HBU, I don't want to hear you talk about it. Do it. I just saw this athlete. Let me pull it up right now.
Talking about Mikey.
Yeah,
No,
well,
not him. This is another guy. I'm gonna get on Mikey in a second though.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Um,
Bless you.
damn, thank you.
coronavirus. You good over there, Bob?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Damn, where is that, man? See if I could pull it up. He's from he was going to Vanderbilt. He just this wide receiver from Vanderbilt. He's transferring to Alcorn State University. You see what I'm saying? No, I don't know if he put out no statement or anything like that, but I just saw it. I retweeted earlier. I don't know where the fuck the tweet is at. When I find it though, but salute to him. He decided to oh, here it is. Vanderbilt's wide receiver C.J. Bowler announces that he will be taking his talent to Alcorn State University. So salute to him. You know, like shit like that. If y'all athletes want to go up here and talk all this HBCU shit, you know that's good and well. But I need to see action. Michael Williams, he put out more than a tweet. I think he had like a series of tweets.
Yeah, it was a series of tweets.
It was a series of tweets talking about HBCU and all that. My nigga, I just need you to go there at this point. That's where I'm at with it. No disrespect to your tweets or anything like that, but don't talk all this big dog shit. Then you take your ass to Kentucky or North Carolina or
Yeah,
Duke. You know what I'm
he
saying?
gonna-
Like,
he gonna
if
say
you
all
gonna do
that.
it, not saying. Let me say that with saying I'm not against any black athlete going to Duke, North Carolina. Do what you ever got to do to further your career to make sure you compensated for you and your family. That's what you want to do. But the moment you start talking that HBCU shit, I'm want to see that.
You
Because
can't-
we've been talking about that shit on this podcast.
He's gonna say all that and then gonna end it saying, you know, HBCUs are definitely on my top choices. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that, bro.
Yeah, go to one.
Go to one.
Go to one. That's where I'm at with it. Go to one.
Matter of fact, take 2 other recruits with you.
Ain't like you ain't still gonna be the number 1 pick in the draft if you go to a HBCU. You still gonna be the number 1 pick.
If you a killer, you gonna kill wherever you at.
Yeah, it don't matter. You got dudes not going to college, be going overseas. They come back, they still number 1 picks in the draft. And no matter where you ball at, you still gonna be number one. So that's where I'm at with it. So shout out to CJ Bowler for doing that. That was a huge step. And that's where I'm at with it when it comes to Clemson. I would love for a Clemson player or recruit to just really stick it to Dabo Swinney. That's why I felt like the guy from Penn State last year when that racist booster or whatever said what he said about your dreads. That could have been a moment for you to be like, hey, if he's not going, then I'm transferring. Like, y'all have the power, man. Like, y'all have the power. They don't need they need y'all more than y'all need them.
Exactly. They try to hold that free education shit. HBC is gonna give you. They gonna treat you like royalty, bro. Like it's not. This not hard math right here. You know what I'm saying? Like the moment these people act crazy, leave their ass. They gonna see.
It's a damn shame Trevor Lawrence has made a statement, but Dabo Swinney want to dance around and use Jesus as a crutch. That shit is pathetic. That shit is weak, man.
And if all y'all still want to support Clemson because y'all winning shit like that, that's cool.
That's cool.
But your coach is a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And he's been shown he's a piece of shit. Now, if y'all want to stand behind that and not say nothing, then you've picked your side on the sand. That's all I can really say about that. I see a lot of Clemson fans are scared to speak out about Dabo.
Facts.
Like, y'all, that shit corny. That shit is corny. That shit
I had
is
to get
corny.
on my coach, and apparently that shit got cleaned up. Mike Norvell, I thought he would have had to step down, but apparently, you know, because there was some players that said that he had spoke to them or whatever, they got the shit handled out however it was. But I was on his ass too, like, don't be out here playing, talking about you talk to players about that shit and you really didn't. This shit is not a game.
That shit's not forgivable.
You know what I'm saying?
We are not like I said this shit last week, bro. I don't know how much times I done said it this episode. We are not at a time to be playing games with this shit, bro. Like, y'all need to pick y'all sides, bro. All of the straddle and the fence shit, leave that shit where it's at, bro.
Matt Rule, Carolina Panthers, I saw you put out a 5-minute statement. I'm hoping to see some action, coach. You know, insert yourself now, so I need to see some action. All the statements sound good. What you gonna do in these communities? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. What you gonna do? That's where I'm at with it. Coaches got to start getting more jobs. Black coaches got to start getting more jobs, positions. You know, that's all I want to see. I will say though, that the Panthers will have a starting black quarterback for like 10 straight years. That's the currently the longest streak in the NFL. I think it might be a record if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen no other team do that, honestly.
I think Donovan McNabb was... No, I think the Eagles might have the record because Donovan was starting from 2000 to 09. Then Vic was there 2010, 11, 12 before they got Nick Foles in there, 13. So they might have the current streak for longest tenure for a black quarterback. But right now, I think, I know right now for sure we have the longest tenure for a black quarterback. Just even with that being said, too, it's crazy that Cam Newton don't even have a job yet. I keep hearing whispers of Colin Kaepernick possibly being a backup for us, which I'm not against. But it would be crazy for Colin Kaepernick to have a backup job and Cam Newton not even have a job. Like, that's wild. That would be crazy to me.
But how do y'all feel about all this? Like, because I was on the way back from Orangeburg and listening to NFL radio. And there seems to be a lot of, teams and players now starting to donate to, especially like Kaepernick's
legal defense thing.
Yeah, you're starting to see a lot of people start throwing money, towards black organizations, and I just think it should have been happening.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same face.
Yeah,
it's the same face.
1000%.
No, it is.
Okay.
No, it is.
It could be the same face, but I'll take that money
face,
too.
But still open that shit, bro. Back pay is needed. No, facts. I said that on my Instagram. I posted the reparations talk. Everybody has been paid except for black people. We need that back pay.
Yeah. Student loans need to be gone.
Student loans, we don't need to be paying taxes.
Yeah, shout out
Exclude
to Umar.
us from taxes.
Broke it down.
Back pay. We need that back pay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll take the USA saving face and paying me for what they did to my ancestors and all and everything that's going on right now.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna play the Umar clip for y'all, basically, because this is the type of shit that that we definitely on. This is the
And
other shit
niggas
that we need to be
niggas
on.
want to clown Umar and all this other shit, but Umar ain't been wrong about a lot of shit he's been saying. Like,
No,
and it's,
definitely
he's been
Like
listen,
us, like even for us, like when we used to clown on him, it wasn't just to diminish his knowledge. It was because he's a funny nigga. Like
He's a
even
funny
at the end of
dude.
his rant,
He know he funny.
he was
know
talking
he funny.
about the resumes for his
Yeah,
school, right?
yeah.
So he was like, "I've also been getting wifey resumes. I'm not looking at those right now. Consciousness over coochie.
He know he a funny
Politics
nigga though.
over punani.
He know he a funny nigga. But
We'll snatch up the 2 wifeys later.
I'm talking to people who solely try to go at his
Yeah,
knowledge.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I see that a lot, and people don't understand us. That man is educated, bro. Like
Very
y'all,
smart.
Y'all don't. You know, nah.
But yeah, let me play the clip for y'all.
Next thing we fighting for. Eliminate all college loan debt for black folks forever. No college loan debt. Erase it. Next to that, we want all the building trade programs put back in the high schools. I said we want all the building trade programs put in the high schools. That's right. We want our sons and daughters to graduate plumbers licensed by the state. Graduate electricians licensed by the state. Graduate carpenters licensed by the state. Graduate auto mechanics licensed by the state. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They can go to college if they want, but they're going to grab this trade license on the way out the door to make sure they can feed their family. Because he who can work with his hands can feed his family. If you only got a bunch of brain information, you might go hungry. So put the trade programs back in, and then we want a post-high school entrepreneurial program where you train black kids in how to open their own business, and you give them the grants and the loans so they can open their own business. We want an alternative to college. We want 2 alternatives. We don't need trade school no more because you're going to make sure they graduate with a trade. We don't need trade school no more because you're going to make sure they graduate with a trade. We don't need trade school no more because you're going to make sure they graduate with a trade, and then you're going to give them money so they can open up their own business. That's what we're supposed to be fighting for. Not no damn multiculturalism.
Yes, sir.
I'm with it.
100%. That's what economics, man.
Especially here when you got ain't it supposed to be like the last year for Garrett Academy? They ain't shutting down Garrett. Mm-hmm. Garrett was one of the last schools in Charleston that was
because
doing.
when you left Garrett, you pretty much was like certified in certain shit, right?
You could do masonry. You could do cosmetology. You can do. I think they had a plumbing course, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody know for a fact, correct me. But it was several career paths that they set you up for if you wanted to do that. And that school's about to be closed. My mom graduated from Garrett. My uncles went to Garrett.
Garrett was a K through 12 or just middle? I only known if it be middle. I could be wrong. I'm thinking of
It was a high
somebody
school.
else.
That's a high school.
I'm thinking of Academic Magnet must be.
Yeah, that's what you probably thinking about. But yeah, they about to shut Garrett down. Who knows what Garrett gonna end up being a charter school or some shit probably. That happened to me when I went to St. Andrews. One year that shit, my 4th grade year, that shit was regular. It was a regular elementary school. The next year, my last year at St. Andrews, it was a charter school. And I noticed immediately the changes in that shit. You already know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I totally, wholeheartedly agree with Dr. Umar.
That's what we need, man.
100%.
Because all these other, when they come, all these engineers be just fill up with white people. We need more engineers. You can never get too many engineers. Lawyers, doctors, electricians, plumbers, all that shit. You always gonna need jobs like that. You see what I'm saying? Like he said, they ain't got to not go to college, but they gonna get this certificate straight out of high school, so they'll be able to feed their family. That's what you need, and it's crazy amount of things that they didn't really prep us for in high school. You see what I'm saying? They gave us the surface level shit. They didn't really give us the shit it's still the needed. Even if you was gonna go to college and prepare yourself for that shit, they gave you just enough to get by. They didn't really give you the shit that you really needed to look forward to out here.
They give you skills so you can take orders from people. Like
no, you know what they gave you? Take a loan.
Yeah, take a loan skills.
Take a loan.
Like that.
That's what they gave you. Take a loan skills, especially student loans. They definitely prepped you for that. And most of the time for shit that you couldn't even get a job for when you left up out of here.
Yeah,
When you
they
live up outta
not
there.
they not teaching you career like how to pick a career that you actually like that's gonna make you some money. They just leading you to they just walking you into burning buildings.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, man.
With all these credits, these high school credits that you had to have to graduate. 15 of those credits I didn't fucking need.
For real,
15 of those credits I didn't fucking need. I'm gonna say it again. 15 of those credits I didn't fucking need.
facts.
Like, come on, dog. You needed what, 20? Don't like if it's been a minute. I graduated 11 years ago, but I think you needed what, 25, 24 maybe to graduate or something like that. Could be lower, could be higher. And I didn't need most of them shit, man.
I think it was like 25.
They had an I took this class at Trident Tech for the auto mechanics class. That shit was basically like surface level type shit. You know what I'm saying? It really didn't get too in depth. You know, we was in the books most of the time. And then I had this mobile electronics class I took. That was pretty good, but we needed more of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we would have had more in-depth classes of mobile electronics, we actually had a couple of moms where you actually set it up, you install like radios and shit like that. Should have had more shit like that to prepare people so when they get out of high school, they can go pull up to a store that does stuff within that class and have a
teaching,
job.
man.
Yeah, hands-on teaching and shit. Cause I'm always good with shit like that. I'm more of a hands-on person. I never really was good with books, and I just feel like even with us as a people, especially with our history, we learn better with shit like that. You know, it's time to start getting more foundational when it comes to the growth. Shit that's really gonna hold value. And you still, like you said, with the electricians, the plumbers and shit like that. That's what we need more of. I look down my neighborhood and I see like I'm the only black person, only young black person in my neighborhood. Like, that shit is crazy to me. You see what I'm saying? It should be more of us like in neighborhoods like that.
Especially with all these damn developments they building around here.
Mm-hmm.
There should be no
For sure.
reason. A lot of these new houses going to transplants. People who's moving down here, just moving down here. It's crazy. People who've been living here for the majority of life can't really afford to stay in something better than what they used to.
Mm-hmm. For sure. But you know, we can definitely get into that, especially if that just goes back to America at the end of the day.
Right.
It's
Facts.
just like, you know, when it comes to this voting shit or these local elections and all this shit, like, that's where it starts too. True indeed. But, you know, still a lot of work to be done on the upper level, especially when it comes to how they have shit divvied out. That's like what I'm saying with these companies. It's easy for y'all to put out these blanket statements and all that, but what are you really doing to affect these communities, man? Get on some work done type shit. Start something when you giving these single black mothers homes who can't afford them. That type of shit I'm on.
Facts.
Shit like that.
And clean y'all businesses up, bro. Don't try to speak on our shit when y'all perpetuating the same stereotypes within y'all own businesses, bro.
And then you benefiting off of black culture.
You benefiting off our culture, but y'all don't got no black CEOs. Y'all don't got no black people in upper management. But y'all got no problem with having them in your stores at the lowest level selling y'all shit and making other black people feel comfortable for foot traffic. Y'all have no problem doing that. So why can't y'all have the same black people in these offices making decisions? Why can't y'all have black people, pulling the strings, calling the shots? Y'all already play y'all shit in y'all stores. Y'all make clothes catered strictly to us. That's our shit. But when it come down to evenly distributing the power, y'all scared to do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, until y'all start doing a lot of that shit.
Hey, like
sweeping y'all
Umar
own
said,
porches.
people who feel like they higher than you will never struggle with you.
Exactly.
That's where we at with it. White people ain't never really gonna struggle with us because if they did, most of them would go out to these corporations, go to their CEOs, and have these conversations.
Like, all of that shit. Well, y'all want to? I'm seeing like these videos of groups of white people kneeling down and shit. And
Don't kneel to me. I know I'm a god already.
Man, don't do none of that.
Don't
shit,
do that.
man. Don't do
I know
none
I'm
of
a
that.
god already. I don't need that.
That's just offensive. Go to y'all government and demand equality for us. Pure equality.
Facts.
Go. Why don't y'all speak up for us to get reparations and shit like that too? Y'all do all of that. Don't kneel at me. Go fight your big homies. Go do that.
Change these laws. Go holler at your politicians.
Go kneel in these
that.
lobbies and shit like that. Go do that. Don't kneel at me.
Get on
I'm
some
gonna tell
shit.
you. I'm gonna take your dumb ass up. Get up.
Yeah. CEO of Reddit. You know what I'm saying?
And Reddit, that was a breeding ground for racism. So it's like,
Dog gave up his seat.
cause he know what's going on. He know what's been going on Reddit. Reddit for years has been a melting pot of racism.
I never even been on Reddit. to be
The
honest with you.
Doja Cat shit broke off of Reddit.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, nah, bro. Like, that shit cool and all. You want your position to be filled by a black man and all this other shit, or a black woman, that's cool. But it's like, why don't you put
It
this
is
energy into
time.
cleaning up your platform
It
in
is
the beginning?
time, man. We've been with our people. We've been with the roller coasters and all this shit of having shit and then getting burned down by white people, having shit getting destroyed by white people, or them putting laws in place to make us not have shit. Like when you had retweet that the Seneca Village shit from Central Park in New York on the TL this morning. There's another one in Florida.
Rosewood.
Rosewood in Florida.
They got a movie
Same
about
shit.
that.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
don't even think niggas want to watch that movie. I watched that movie when I was a jit, and that shit.
Yeah, that shit's sad. That shit's sad.
I tried watching that shit. I tried watching shit a couple of years ago. I just cut that shit off immediately. Like the first 15 minutes of that shit, I cut that shit off. I remember watching it when I was young, and I was like, "Yo, what
But
the
I
fuck
remember,
is this?"
I remember hearing whispers about Seneca Village in Central Park, because to be honest with you, New York is a city. So for you to just have a park in the middle of a big city like that, you had to know there was some establishments there even before
That
that.
just don't come out of nowhere.
Exactly. And like I said, even like with Black Wall Street, you had another one like that with Seneca Village, where you had a African American community thriving. And what did? They put laws in place to slowly but surely get that shit up out of here. That shit only lasted 32 years.
But that, I'm
32
saying-
years.
But in these stories, they mirror a lot of cities, man. Like downtown Charleston, same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all of this shit go like, you know, we can talk about that all day, man. You know what I'm saying?
We just got to the point now. It's time to pay the toll, man. Time to pay the toll. Just like when y'all go through cities and y'all gotta hit that, you gotta hit them tolls. It's time, man. That's what we at. We at a checkpoint with black people. So, like, if you're not, like I said, if you're not out here really trying to affect the communities, or you're not trying to change shit within your corporations, down to the foundation, the roots of it, then it's fuck you. Point blank, period. And all you niggas who want to be up here on this coon shit, is fuck you too. Point blank, period. I'm to the, like, I used to be on that, oh, you know, throw all the other people away, dog. We pass all that shit. And I'm not saying throw away, like, you know. But if you ain't really on our side
No,
with
they
this
can be
shit,
thrown
bruh,
away. They can be thrown
like,
away, bro.
you gotta go, dog. You gotta go.
That might sound extreme, but you ain't.
You gotta go,
You not,
dog.
you,
I'm not
what purpose
with-
you serving?
Yeah, what purpose you serving?
What purpose are you
You
serving?
can't shadow the fence, man. You can't be over here propping up these white people who you know on that bullshit and then try to be for your people. You can't do that shit. You can't serve two masters. You cannot serve two masters. You can't do that shit, dog.
Let me tell you about the dope people that I know.
Yeah,
Nah,
dog.
I'm not
We
trying to hear
passed that
man.
shit, dog.
I'm not trying to
All
hear
that, oh, I don't see color shit. Off that shit. Off that. I'm not with that shit. If I got, like I said, use them as an example. If I got white people like Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence who see what the fuck going on, but you a black person, you over here straddling the fence. What service are you? What purpose are you serving? You see what I'm saying? Where we at with it? I got no need for you. Cause I know if we come a time where some shit got to get popping, and you gonna bring up, well, this white person over here is on, dog. This ain't about that right now. That's not what this is about. It never was about that. And why y'all keep giving them credit for shit they supposed to be doing? Stop calling these white people, man. They don't care about that shit. Because all you doing is empowering them to keep doing the bullshit that they doing. They sitting up here. You got videos of people holding up white people holding up Black Lives Matter signs, and they going right back in their car and going back to their homes and not giving a fuck. You had a lady just got fired because she posted a video of her, having a drill bit in her hand, acting like she was rebuilding the fucking building and getting back in her car.
Yep.
And going
Thank
home.
you.
Shit like that. Don't show me no pictures of white people holding up no Black Lives Matter sign. I don't give a fuck about none of that. What are you doing? Support a black business. You don't got to be rich to be out here helping the people. Support a black business. Do that. Put money into that. Go do that. Don't post no picture of no Black Lives Matter. You hold no Black Lives Matter sign. I don't care about that. Then you got these other white people out here with dildos and shit. Hey man, get off that weed. I don't care about that weirdo shit. Y'all talking about
Just
y'all like
because
black
you
dick and all
fetish
that
black
shit.
men.
Yeah, you fetish black men. That shit ain't helping
that
the
shit
people.
That's just not helpful.
That shit ain't helping me.
That shit not helpful to this cause. So keep that weirdo shit at home too.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man. Did y'all see that movie Just Mercy?
I ain't watching that. I see people was talking about it,
No,
but
I
I
never
don't
heard
think I
about
want to
it.
watch. Is this some pain, some black pain shit?
Well, it's more so it's based off of a true story. But it's more so of, you know, blacks in Alabama back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes out to, you know, of course it's a lawyer that basically is trying to get inmates that are on death row who were basically put on death row for charges that they did not commit. He basically was fighting for them. He would go meet with the family, let them know, you know, hey, this is what I'm trying to do, and also understand, like, there's no dollars required. Like, I'm going to try to get this case open because I believe this guy's innocent. And I believe, like, he got a lot of people off. But one of the basis was, you know, Jamie Foxx was the guy on death row. He ended up getting him off, and plenty of others. But it was a pretty good movie. I can't even lie. Like, it was. I'm not a big huge Jamie Foxx fan in movies.
Oh, you talking about with Michael B. Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that movie.
What you
I
think
saw that
about
movie.
it?
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing on.
It was good?
No, it was nothing on that shit that you talking about.
I'ma
It's
check
a
it
good
out.
movie. It's based off a true story too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's based off a true story. That was a good movie.
And they threw it out there for free, so y'all check it out.
Yeah.
What's on Netflix, right?
No, it's on
Prime.
yeah.
Yeah, it's on Prime. If you got a stick, it's on Prime. I saw that movie now. I was gonna say something else. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, Dykeman. I'm gonna get on them niggas too, because me growing up in New York and being through Dykeman, I've always got them vibes from them with them Dominicans and them. They be wanting to use nigga when it's convenient, but then y'all had that weak ass video. Y'all trying to run black people up out of there, and y'all arming on with the police and shit like that. Dog, keep that shit. I'm interested to see how black people gonna handle that.
Oh,
community, too.
they already checked them. You ain't see that?
I did see the video, like with some.
A lot
Bloods.
of the Bloods and Crips, they clicked up and ran through Dykeman and
Oh, okay.
cornered them same niggas, and they was copping
Like,
pleas.
don't be coming out here with that shit, dog. That shit was weak as fuck. Y'all niggas want to sit up here and y'all want to use nigga when it's convenient, but then y'all want to be arming on with talking about, oh, y'all come through our community. You know, we got the police here and all this other shit, man. Get that shit out of here,
I
man.
kind of did a deep dive on that. So apparently, a lot of Dominicans in Dykeman, they were speaking out against a lot of the same Dominicans who were armed with the police. They was saying, it was like, yo, like the media. They was like, the media trying to confuse y'all. Like, a lot of Dominicans in Dykeman, we claim us being black. Like, I'm black. Like, so all that other shit, like, they goofed. They was clowning them dudes for doing that. So shout out to the Dominicans in Dykeman who know they black.
It's so crazy how Dominicans really would be like, I'm not black, I'm Dominican. My
Yeah.
nigga, you are black.
On that Sammy Sosa shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Sosa look like a whole ghost out here now.
This man look like Pace.
Like, he looks scary. Like, it's no way in hell. You know, if you'd have told me that Sammy Sosa would look like how he look now when I was like a kid in 4th grade, 5th grade, watching him and Mark McGuire going at it, I would have told you was crazy. Cause I honestly looked at Sammy Sosa as a black man doing that back then.
Yeah,
On some
the
real
more-
shit, like,
The more use that shit when it's convenient, bro. I'm telling you, niggas in Dykeman, most of them always been like that. Them Dominicans, most of them always been like that, dog. That's why when them boy be having, that's why I'm interested to see how this shit gonna pan out. They be having all them basketball tournaments and shit. Move them shits. Don't have no basketball tournament in Dykeman.
no more Uptown vibes, no more Dykeman vibes. None of that.
Fuck all that. They been overdue anyway, but they use that shit. That shit was real nasty. I ain't had like that shit.
Yeah, that shit was corny. Shout out to them Bloods and Crips who put that pressure on them though. I salute shit like that. So
Yeah, man. So, we got anything else we gonna get on before we get up out of here?
good.
It's
man.
really no time to be dropping no music either. If you notice, like, I even see some shit. Even academics was on some shit. Like if your music ain't really talking about no real shit right now, niggas probably ain't really trying to hear that shit.
I
thought that shit was funny.
Conway and Bodie James dropped some shit. They got
I
separate
ain't hear
projects.
that.
Freddie Gibbs has dropped a project last
Yeah, we
week.
talked about that last
Yeah,
week.
we talked about it last
that
week,
was
yeah.
good.
So, you know, I certain niggas can still drop shit. If you a corny, like a goofy nigga, like nobody trying to hear what you gotta say. And I don't even know why niggas even still falling for this whole 6ix9ine. This
Yeah, I ain't
whole
gonna talk
6ix9ine.
about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
We
yeah,
ain't talking about that.
but yeah, all that other shit is goofy, man. Like nobody's with none of
I
that
saw
shit.
Meek just dropped a track too. I haven't heard it in full yet. I heard a couple of snippets, but it sounded like it's dope. But Meek usually always drop when shit like this going on. He has a track that he might drop. I remember in 2017 when he dropped he did that Young Black in America off the Mama Loves Me beat.
Mm-hmm.
He did that, so I'm gonna go check that out. That was a good track. I'm gonna go check that out for sure. But yeah, man, that's where we at with it, man. We got anything else? If we get up out of here.
I'm good, man. Drew, what you got, man? You ain't got nothing for me?
Nah, man. Just want to say, stay safe, man. Stay black. Stay whatever. You know what I'm saying? Bless up.
Yeah. And to further clarify what we was talking about with the boycott King Street, support Black King Street. That's what
sir.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And also, before we get up out of here, as we speak right now, there's white folks out there flying their Confederate flags out there on the Battery, and across the street, there are niggas lined up holding signs.
They love going to the Battery. I tell you that.
sir.
I always see them by the Battery.
But that's because
that's perfect. They should be thrown off of those ledges. Honestly, that's perfect. They already setting themselves up.
But again, you know what I'm saying? They still trying to hold down these statues out here in Charleston that, you know, continue to represent, you know.
yeah, some state just got rid of theirs. I
a
don't know
lot
if
of
you
states are starting to get that shit out the paint, bro.
We need to get them statues out of here. All of them.
change the
all
name of the
them,
hotel too.
All of them
Probably ain't
cannons,
gonna do
them
that.
cannons and cannonballs on the Battery, and get all that shit out of here too. Those should be playgrounds for one. I don't even know why the fuck we got cannons and shit down there. We ain't no wars.
You know, so crazy. Before we get up out of here too, to talk about the plantations because a lot of them hold weddings.
That's what I'm saying.
And
They,
you know,
they're looked at as amusement parks. Like people go there for tourism.
And I was thinking about that because you know that's definitely in my plans in the future. And it's like when you look across Charleston, where can you do that at? Most of the time, people is getting married at either a church or they getting married inside one of those plantations, and they make a bulk of their money off weddings, dog. Like
Black
you should
weddings too.
Yeah, black weddings.
Charlestown Landing. A lot of people get married at Charlestown Landing.
Mhm.
Like that shit is wild to me, bro. Like
The one all the way down going towards in the Monk's Corner. I don't know the name of it though. It's something plantation. My brother's wedding was there in 2012. Matter of fact, but I don't know the first name
I
of
know
it.
what you're talking about. I forgot the name of that.
I can't remember the name of it though. But like, yeah, start hitting them in their pockets too. Actually, get rid of them.
Yeah,
shits.
they need to be shut down and overturned us. I tweeted this a couple of days ago. Like, give us those so we can start our agriculture businesses here. Like
That shit always give me a
turn that
weird
shit
vibe
over,
anyway.
like,
Just
yeah,
to see
like-
you walking up to that shit is
yeah,
like it's weird.
For one, tear those buildings down. We'll take the land.
Like
tear
you
them
said,
buildings
man,
down.
trees can talk, man.
Exactly.
Trees can talk. Trees can definitely talk, dog. It's just that shit ain't. Yeah, that shit ain't cool.
Yeah, but they got police watching all these damn plantations right now. They got them boys right there.
Come on, of course they do.
No, they do. They
Of
know.
course they do.
They know what time it is, bro. Like,
Of course
it's-
they do.
That shit.
Weak.
Like people who frequent these places should feel awful about themselves, bro. Honestly, like, there's no way in hell that you really feel like you need to go to these places to. For what? Like, for what? Is this amusement to you? Like, what do you want to see here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you want to go here? Like, what do you want to learn?
It's crazy, man.
Y'all not filling these shit up again. So what the fuck you here for?
Yeah, and it's crazy. And honestly, like I used to date this chick, and the crazy thing is we went out to Johns Island, and her grandparents literally still live on the plantation, my nigga. Like they gave, but they also, you know, they gave.
Do they own it?
They gave. All right, that's the thing. So they gave.
I'm with it if they own it.
They gave her family because again, like all of her family has, well, not her, but you know, like her ancestors and stuff all came from this one plantation. But her grandparents actually still live on it, and they also own half of the plantation because the family that, you know, of course, the slave masters gave them, their family half of their their plantation. So that's why I was like, damn, that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And they still living in like the original house. Of course, they still they made modifications and stuff, but still original house that all of their family was packed in. It's crazy. But it's so much history here in Charleston. You know what I'm saying? For people to be shying away and throwing energy at only one thing that really is kind of meaningless. We need to direct our energy and put time into really getting shit out the paint that really holds more weight than the petty things that we have here in Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take on everything.
Yeah. Well, hey man, just shout out to everybody who always listen to us as usual, man. SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube. Shout out to all of y'all, man.
Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, man.
Please do. Fuck the NFL too, and and fuck everybody, man, who not on our side, man. That's all I really gotta say, bro. Without saying too much. So, like I say every episode, man, if you hear something on us while we talking, or you hear something on this episode that you might not like, always remember,
We're just some messages.
we out.